Right then, Mike, so a win here this afternoon. Initial reactions?
Delighted to get the win. Winning's important, but we carried on playing really well, I thought. There was some spellers in there, again, where we knew momentum would be against us, and they really toughed it out. There was probably a 7-minute spell just before half-time where we got a little bit loose in there, but we turned them away. It's important not to concede, kind of going down the hill with that advantage there. They could have snuck one before half-time, and it could have been a different story, but as it was, we went into half-time with that lead, and I just thought the way they played up the hill the second half, the way we toughed out certain periods was, you'd think the Pack group had played here multiple times, and most of them haven't, so super proud of them.
Yeah, and stay with the dynamics of what is a very unique pitch, and as you mentioned, there are lots of lads today who haven't played here today. Incredibly professional performances is probably the term I'd use.
Yeah, disappointed with their tries because they just fall over the line tries where when you're defending up the hill that's going to happen. We spoke about that all week, so we were a bit gutted with those really because they were poor tries, and I thought we scored some fantastic tries, to be honest, Jake. I think we're attacking really well at the minute. They defended pretty well again, so like I was saying to the players, we're just doing it tough at the minute. Like the team's changing so much as it has done all year, but we just can't get any consistency. But at the minute, it's just next man up. And Teddy Davidson jumped in that centre today, and he was absolutely amazing. For the people who weren't here, he was outstanding. And we had a try made in London there today at one point with Beanek carrying the ball, Teddy Davidson carrying the ball, Tommy Porter scooting through and scoring. So that was pleasing to see as well. And it's just the great mentality from the boys at the minute. We've got loads of injuries. We took Brandon today. Brandon wasn't quite ready. We stuck him on the bench just in case we needed him possibly, and he put his hand up to play. Hugh Worthington shouldn't have played really and put his hand up to play. So I'm just really proud of their mentality at the minute. Yeah,
and as I said, in an ideal world we'd have a full roster of players available, but we haven't. And as you said, players like Brandon, could have played but didn't play today, but it has meant players like Davidson, Monk, they've come in and they've played good minutes today, and they've all shown again that they're desperate to play, and we've come away from here with a win.
And that's what we didn't have at the start of the year, so we know that we're incredibly thin, but it just has to be next man up. You've just got to get on with it, and you've got to stand up and be counted. And it's a little bit easy now coming into this team because we're playing better, Jake, but that mentality's had to grow through the year. We know we're busted. Without kind of 4 edge players today. Sid was out, Will was out, Ben Hersey was out, and Brandon was on the bench that we didn't utilise because we thought we didn't want to risk him really. He was there as a if it needs must type of situation. So you take that into consideration. You look at what we've done there today. Obviously Lucas come in at the last minute. I thought he probably had his best game for us. Teddy Davidson was fantastic in there. Jensen got some minutes in the middle. His second spell was solid. So yeah, as a group, they were fantastic today to a man.
And we've been saying over the last few weeks where we have been depleted. We'll get players back. It's the final home league game of the season next week. Are we hopeful now that this group there's going to be a few more players, maybe Brandon ready, that you've got some, not say options, but a couple more back maybe next week?
Yeah, I keep saying we'll get more back. We might get 1 or 2 back, but then we lose 1 or 2 as well. So there's a law of average. You lose a player a week, whether it's short term or long term, maybe 2. So we'll pick the bones out of that, see what's come out off this pitch and stuff. And then, yeah, we're hopeful Sid should be back. Sid will be back, sorry, he's well on track with his stuff. Will still needs to get signed off. A few bits around Brandon. Ben Hersey comes back into contention next week as well. So, yeah, we'll see. And you want to be in a point where you're leaving 2 or 3 players out. And fortunately for them, but it's certainly the best for the team.